Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. I go by Lune Innate, and this video is a treat for me. I was very fortunate, very blessed to receive a wonderful package from one of you, so thank you so much, Tom. I'm so grateful for these stones. I took them out and looked at them a little bit, but there's so many, and I didn't want to take them all out of the box before I did an unboxing video because it's just such a good fit. And it gives me an opportunity to do a nice easy video for a little chill time and hopefully make some nice sounds for you guys and tell you what I know about these stones. I'm sure there's going to be ones that I don't know a lot of information on, but hopefully there's something that serves you in this. I'd also like to take this time to thank Ocean Heart ASMR, Danielle, for hooking me up with Tingles. So I'm now partnered with Tingles. That is a app for Android or iPhone. They may have other ones. Is there even other phones available? But I know that you can get it on either because I have an Android and I have Tingles. It's really great. I haven't really dug into it. I haven't fully set up my profile either. So those are some things I need to take care of this week. But there's some amazing ASMR artists already there. You know, like people have been on it for a while. I'm kind of late, I guess, to the party. But I really appreciate the fact that I can make like private videos for there and use it for private for Patreon and Tingles subscribers. I know that there's certain ways that you can get benefits if you support an artist. I'm not 100% sure on all of the details. I'll make like a better video that mentions this with some proper information, but for now I just wanted to mention it to you because a couple of you have asked me about it before as well, so I'm there, man. So today at my door I got this box which is kind of heavy and it's loaded with really beautiful minerals and stones and carved. Most of them are carved, I would say. I only took a peek, but this is Tom, Buffalo Tom, and he has been collecting minerals for a very long time, and I can totally relate because my room is essentially covered in them, and I've only really been collecting them for about like 3 years or so. So I can only imagine what his home looks like. There must be some really good energy there. When I opened the box, I felt this very stable and very grounded sort of energy. I will clean these myself because I do that with everything. You know, everything I get that's new, I cleanse it energetically, so I haven't done that yet. But, you know, just to give you an idea, I'm going to be going through this box and reading you what they are. And I'll share with you what I know about these stones. So, who doesn't love bubble wrap? I guess, you know, the sea turtles don't love it, but in general. Let's see if we can. Move this off my lap. First of all, I'm very impressed by the way this is packaged. For someone who is not a shop, like there's a lot of care that went into here. I am constantly packing orders, so I totally understand what it's like to pack things up. So pretty. So the first thing that we have here is a piece of raw Labradorite. There you go. That is not from my light. That is the flash on the stone. How amazing is Labradorite? It's just the most magical Oh, there's a piece. This side is polished, so this side is smooth and this is raw. And as much as I love polished pieces, don't get me wrong, there's something just like insanely magical about the raw texture. So let me see if I can get this to focus for you up here. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. And then the polished side. How stunning. There's a lot of stones. I don't want to rush, but I want to get through them. Or, I want to share them. Thank you. I'm so excited. Alright. And here we have, it looks like a piece of Labradorite. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. A Labradorite palmstone or touchstone. These are, I love when they have the carved point, put your thumb in. Oh, so let me tell you a little bit about Labradorite. Labradorite is very mystical stone. I mean, just look at it. Just looking at this thing, you're like, okay, this is magical. Like, how could it not be, It's great with the third eye and the higher chakras, but it's also grounding and protective because of the darkness of the gray feldspar. This has mineral deposits in the layers of the feldspar, which is somewhat translucent, or you can see through it, and as the sun hits these minerals, they create these flashes, which is just so cool. So what I like to use this for is manifesting during a new moon specifically, for when I want to see deeper into something or see the layers of something. And just in general, and during meditation or spiritual practices, I just really, really love Labradorite. Labradorite is really amazing for being super calming and wonderful for dreams and protecting your dreams. So if you have anxiety, this would be a great one for you. And the fact that this is a palm stone or a touchstone that you can keep in your pocket makes it that much easier to bring with you so that it serves you. If you don't mind, I'm going to keep the focus like this while I go through these. These are so cool. So here's another bag. This one's so gorgeous. This is a piece of Chrysocolla, which has been carved into a heart, which is very appropriate for Chrysocolla. I use this stone specifically when working with relationships and in specifically communicating and communication with relationships to help express and communicate from the heart and be heard and speak your truth in a way that is received the way it is meant to be. So what I mean by that is it's very possible to say something that can be mistaken, that can be twisted, and this helps us to speak in ways so that our heart's truth comes out in such a way that it's not attacking but more of sharing. And it's a gorgeous color. Here's another heart, which is tiger iron, which is very much like tiger's eye, but I believe it has hematite in it. Tiger's eye is really good for confidence, personal power, getting things done, but also for the third eye. And the iron, tiger iron, makes it to be a bit more grounding and more protective. This is a Chevron Amethyst heart, which I would call more like a dream amethyst. I might be mistaken there, but I would refer to this as dream amethyst because it's very helpful for dream work, for meditation. It has such beautiful designs, this like chevron design. And I love these hearts. They're so like, you think you could like squish them. Amethyst is again like great for spiritual connection, for the third eye as well. So cute. And here we have a Jasper, looks like. I'm gonna cheat. Oh, it's like a Agate Jasper, which is an Australian Jasper. And this one is really good. I use it with my clients, specifically when it comes to aging gracefully, being comfortable with getting older. A lot of people find a great deal of discomfort in that, you know, myself included. When I first started noticing some lines and stuff going on my face, I certainly wasn't happy with it. But I've come to appreciate what it is, you know, where they come from. Another really cute, like, chubby heart. Heart is actually, the shape of heart is actually associated with the water element. In case you didn't know. I'm really excited about this one because I don't have it. So cool. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna mispronounce this, so I need to read it. Septarian. This is a septarian carved like a buffalo. And it will always make me remember and think of, not remember, but think of Buffalo Tom. Look at these formations on the inside. These points. Like, how freaking cool. Like, can you get any cooler here? I love buffalo and cows and animals like that. So this is very special. I don't know a lot about this one. I'm gonna have to look it up or just meditate with it and see how it makes me feel. But I see strength. I see these carved often into eggs, which makes me think they are part of that rebirth energy. It's really cool, just patterns on these types of stones. And you often see this going on, and sometimes I see this as very black, like the druzy part or the clustery part on the inside to be very black. This one is interesting because it's this like softer color. So sweet. This is a piece of this is red tiger's eye, which I believe has like one side is polished and the rest is raw. And again, I love that flash on the raw side. It looks like a sandwich, like a grilled cheese or something. But again, this I don't know the difference between the red tiger's eye, but I imagine it to be more grounding as well. And it still works with the third eye and with your lower chakras, so the solar plexus down for confidence and again strength. Oh, it's so cool. I want to eat it. Looks delicious. There's more. There's so much. We have another bag with 2 very large pieces. Looks like a Carnelian Jasper egg, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard for me to see in this light, but there is banded carnelian, and this looks like banded carnelian to me. It's very heavy, and it's a perfect egg. It's quite large. Egg shapes, like I said before, are typically associated with rebirth, and carnelian works very well with the sacral chakra. It's very good for helping to stabilize emotions as well as understand them and have a fluidness to the emotions where you're not riding the wave, but you can kind of navigate the wave, navigate the river of your emotions. I could be wrong. I'm fairly certain though. It has a feminine energy and it's like a watery energy as well. This is Kite. Yeah, a big old piece of Kite. It almost looks like rainforest jasper, but it's hard to say. Well, Kite and rainforest jasper are actually both jaspers. Kite is also a jasper, so they might kind of go by the same name. The only difference is that rainforest jasper typically has these little like orbs, like as if you're not even orbs, but like the I can't think of the right word, but like looking from a helicopter's view down on a rainforest. But it contains epitote and red jasper, and I believe that this certainly looks like epitote. So I guess you're right that it is Kite. It's such a nice piece, like, could knock somebody out with it. But we don't want to do that. There's more. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a beautiful piece of rose quartz. Look how gemmy this is. Oh my gosh. So pretty. I freaking love gemmy rose quartz. This is not doing justice to it. It's so beautiful. It's not clear, but it's very transparent. Shiny, just the texture of it. Rose quartz is loaded with compassion, helping us to connect with our heart in a really gentle and peaceful way. It's helpful for not only stimulating an underactive heart chakra, but also soothing an overactive one. So it's really great for balance. Oh, and I didn't mention the Kite. Unakite is also great for the heart and balances that energy there. It's very stabilizing. This is awesome. This is a big old piece of black tourmaline, or tourmaline. It's a little dusty. Not dusty, but it chipped a tiny bit. So beautiful. Black tourmaline is incredibly protective and grounding, and it's one of the ones that I always suggest for people to cleanse very deeply. It loves to be buried in the soil or the earth for cleaning. And if you're gonna clean it in the sun, I would leave it in the sun for like a good long time, like days. And if you're gonna bury it, I would bury it for days to really cleanse it. This is a beautiful piece. This is a very magical stone. Very, what's the right word? More than protective, but like an earthy protection. I'm not finding the right words today, guys. I'm sorry. But just lovely. This is really incredible for your back, if you have back problems. This, as well as Snowflake Obsidian, are two that I use for people when they have back issues. Okay, we're coming close. Ooh. These are tumbled. I've never heard of this before necessarily, but Lake Superior agates. I mean, obviously I've heard of agates, but I've never heard of them specifically from that location. I'm trying to see the color on them. This one's really beautiful, soft earth tone. Agates are of the most calming stones. They are in the family of Chalcedony. So Chalcedony is like the most clear, usually the most like translucent of them, and then it goes to agate and then Jasper. So Jasper, agate, and Chalcedony are all in the family of Chalcedony. These are so pretty and smooth. These are for Lake Superior. The banding on them is just incredible. You'll see agates typically have a lot of banding, and Jaspers typically do not. I guess that's not true. Some Jaspers have banding, but those fine bands are typically seen in a agate. Just lovely. We're coming to the last little magical baggie, which is loaded with stuff. So let's see. This looks like maybe a mahogany obsidian. It's hard to see. Oh, cool. It's really hard to see this one in in this light, I can't tell if it's green and red or if it's black and red, but it's either a jasper or a mahogany obsidian. Most of the mahogany obsidian I've seen has either been very red with a little bit of black streaks in it, or very black with a little bit of red streaks in it. So I'll have to look into this one more. Really pretty. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. It's a smoky quartz sphere. Oh, I love this so much. Oh my god. I love everything, but there's just that stuff right off the bat that like catches your eye. And look how beautiful. Smoky quartz is one of my all-time favorite stones, and one that I always recommend when people ask what they should get or what good beginner stones are. This is very protective. It's good for drawing out negativity, but it also has a very positive vibe to it. Whereas something like the Tourmaline, the black Tourmaline, might be really good at pulling out negativity, but it doesn't seem as friendly to me. No offense, Tourmaline, you know, we're buddies, but this one has a warmth to it. Tourmaline is like all business. Oh my god, so gorgeous. I'm in love with this. I also want to wear it around my neck. This is, oh my gosh, this is rhodochrosite, I believe, unless it's rhodonite. I confuse rhodochrosite and rhodonite often. Yeah, rhodochrosite with some pyrite inclusions. So there's the pyrite, little pyrite pieces. Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite is great for the heart chakra, for attracting love. And because of the pyrite, it also makes it good for deflecting that which doesn't serve us or that what you do not want. Oh, it looks like a little face. So that's a really nice one. I love rhodonite and rhodochrosite. This might be this actually looks like rainforest jasper to me as well. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's called rainforest jasper. I forget the other name it goes by. Rainforest jaspers have a really naturey vibe, I mean, like you would imagine. Great for connecting to Mother Earth, very supportive, very nurturing and comforting and stabilizing. So there's a lot, like no wonder I felt like such a stable energy when I opened the box, because all of these are, there's so many jaspers and agates and others that are just very, very supportive. And this is smoky quartz. Here is a red jasper. It's beautiful. Red jasper is another one of my all-time favorite stones. I mean, I kind of have a lot of all-time favorites, but this is great for dream recall. It's also a warrior stone. It's so pretty. I love spheres. They're so feminine. So spheres are wonderful to have in your environment because they project the energy in a very uniform way. Ah, so cool. So many goodies. I feel like it's my birthday. So there we go. I'm back. hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was not only relaxing, but maybe something for you to look at that was beautiful, because as much as I use these like tools, as much as these deeply resonate with me, if you appreciate them just for their beauty, that's a perfectly okay way to work with crystals. Bringing beauty into your life, into your home, into your space, just like you would, put a nice beachy screensaver or background on your computer at work, or whatever, like just like you decorate your space, having something beautiful that's natural specifically in your environment, how could that be bad? Additionally, for me, these stones are very powerful tools. If this is new to you, stones work on the principle of vibration, and that being that on a molecular level, everything is moving, spiraling, the atoms are swirling, there's a tension and gravity kind of thing going on and keeping things moving and in motion, just like the planet that we're on is in loop around the sun, which is traveling through space. Everything is moving. And sight, interpreting light, is a way of interpreting vibration. Scent is a way of interpreting that type of vibration, or vibration in that sense. So people have vibrations which change when we are angry, when we are mad, upset. Our vibration is lower, slower. It's a deeper vibration, a lower level vibration. When we're happy, when we're excited and in love, or any of those, our vibration is faster and higher. Since our vibration changes, when you hold something like a stone in your hand, I'll use the rose quartz because it's talking to me right now, but when you hold something like this in your hand, or wear it as jewelry, or put it on your head when you meditate or whatever you do, when you hold it to your body, or it's in your space, but specifically when you hold it onto your body or it's very close to you, your body tries to bring its vibration up to match the stone. That's how we use them. That's the whole crystal healing. That's the whole thing with why stones are good for certain things, because they all have their unique vibrations. Additionally, there's colors involved. There's all kinds of stuff that can kind of play more into the metaphysical realm or whatever. But I like to use them in accordance with the principle of vibration. And I should mention that, rose quartz isn't maybe the best example, but something like amethyst maybe. Amethyst, or whatever, any stone, might feel different to you than it does to me. We have our unique vibrations already. We have our own body chemistry. We have our own memories and likes and dislikes. Like if you freaking hate purple and you're like shopping, you're probably not going to buy an amethyst. It's probably a bad example, but you know what I mean. So if you pick this up and you're like holding it, you're vibing with it, maybe meditate with it, or you just hold it for a little while, it might make you feel very energized, whereas the next person might feel super chilled out by it. So it's just something to think about. You can go online, you can Google any stone, what's a good stone for this? Or what is the metaphysical properties of this? And you can get that information, and it's really a good guideline. But you're not really going to know how you feel until you hold it. So just a little info for you there. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that it has brought some beauty into your life. Tom, thank you so very much. I'm in love with all of these, and I can't wait to give them their little designated spots in my space. I'm so very grateful, so thank you so much for your support and your love, and your generosity has been just really wonderful for me. Everyone else, your love and support and generosity does not go unnoticed. I'm incredibly grateful for all of you, for this experience, for this opportunity to connect with you in such a kind of bizarre but incredibly intimate way. From the bottom of my heart, as always, namaste.